difficulties. We're back on. Reposted the first one. It's going to be uploading. Give it a day or two. I'll give it a matter of hours. Uh, you look at what's his name, Steve. Well, you had Steve Jobs, the other founder of Apple. There's tremendous amount of survivor's guilt people have, and there's a lot of Cain and Abel stories for the females as well. And it's crazy because when you live in a world that sacrifice is satanically offered in the form of killing your neighbor, killing your brother, killing your sister, inducing spells on to get rid of somebody, a twin, a relative. And then you're the one still around, and then someone like me comes who's just shining in God's truth of existence, and now you're feeling survivor's guilt because real people are still around. So I'm not going nowhere. God, Jesus is coming back here. But I need everybody that has that survivor's guilt needs to get over it. That's the best thing to do. Do something about it. Go work out, get a hobby, find purpose in life, get a job. Ask Elon for a job. Ask Trump will give you a job. You need to go ask for some work. Okay? Go do something with your life. We all got to do something. Make a podcast. Talk about it. Send a comment. I like really nothing. Post comments now. Respond back with a video reply. These are lit actions you can do. But express the truth, man. No more lies, no more deceit. Survivor's guilt, you got to get over it. You're here, they're not. Do something. You remember that part in Scarface? Talking about Frank, I'm here. Frank's not. Okay, Frank was the first to go. He had a lot of money, a lot of power, and he lived a long life. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeding the algorithm, but I'm trying to let people know you got to move past the dead, the deceased, the people who are not here with us. You got to move past it. Okay, you're here, you made it this far. We got to let the dead go. You got to remember what Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. Okay, so if you're going to be a part of this rainbow harmony, if you're going to be a part of this new heaven, new earth, you need to get with the system, get with the program. Stop raging against the machine, because gods like me exist because I serve Jesus to become this way and sacrifice as the way Jesus said. Who is my father? Who is my mother? Who is my wife? Who is my kid? Who is my relative? Who is my friend? Death and Hades has been my friends and acquaintances to protect me, to show you guys, bro, Jesus is not to be blasphemed. His word is not to be blasphemed. It will be fulfilled even with a weirdo, undeveloped child brain man, 33 young, prophet of the Lord, proclaiming you guys, you know, this revolution that's being televised through YouTube Live. I'm not going to talk about the founders of YouTube and what happened to anybody that passed away that used to run YouTube. I'm not talking about that. I'm here to let y'all know I went to the West Coast, I went to the East Coast, and here I am back home in the Space Coast, talking about Jesus in the most weirdest way you have yet heard. I'm a rocket ship too, man. I'm on the moon and Mars with you guys too. I go through stuff too right here on Earth. You guys aren't alone in what you feel and how you think and how you observe the crazy humanity that is. I'm aware of the thought police. I'm aware of the people monitoring thoughts. I'm aware of it. I'm living in the Matrix. This is like the Matrix 4, the movie. I'm aware of the CIA, intelligence, moon, NASA, satanic, you know, What do they call it? Deception we're all under. For this is proclaimed in the book of Revelation, the hour of temptation, the hour of trial. What man can stand? Who can stand this hour? This hour ain't 1 hour. It's not 1 month. On Earth time, this is happening. It's been 3.5 years. This hour has lasted. And then when you really get into when everything's shut down and people realize, hey, whatever we thought was normal is completely readjusted. We're talking about 5 years, people. 5 years. And I'm number 5. I represent grace. And we're talking to February 23rd. 2 plus 3 is 5. So who's going to proclaim the truth if it isn't me? Who? Have you heard it yet? Shout out to the train drivers blasting the horn and confirmation. Shout out to the pilots flying over and confirmation. Shout out to local law enforcement sirening off and confirmation. Shout out to the birds chirping and the squirrels squirreling and the car drivers driving. The bicycle bikers pedaling. Shout out to me outside on the porch, going live from the space coast to the universe, like G-Eazy through that bay to the universe. Shout out to Jesus, man, projecting Benjamin Smith consciousness from heaven to here. What kind of maneuver is that? Oh, is that the helicopter? Oh, shout out to the helicopter. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Is that a helicopter or a plane? He's trying to track my astral projection. Can't get it. I'm going this way. Look, I'm going this way. Yes, we're going on YouTube Live from outside, monitoring a plane, monitoring the chemtrails that be, monitoring the stars right ahead, and just being really faithful of being a monitor. And as we monitor above, we see people are very frustrated of Benjamin Martin Smith's heightened intelligence. They're very pissed off about it, and the whole world is at war over his soul. They cannot take it. They cannot sacrifice it. They can't stop his Adolf Hitler gestures. They can't do anything to him because the angels fight for Benjamin Martin Smith. And it's just laughable because, pilots are going through it right now. You got to pray for the pilots. Pilots are stressed out. They're trying to figure it out. But yeah, man, shout out to Kiefer Sutherland. I watched his movie from 1987. That one was good about vampires. People don't realize, man, we use all these words and it's just really normalcy. It's always been going on. But you don't have, a conscious awareness of the world you live in when the lights go off and you walk out to live day-to-day life, The movie I Am Legend, we have to use movies to really tell our story because it's so hard. That's why it was cool seeing the Mel Gibson, come out on the Joe Rogan and just blush and look red like he was rolling on something, bro. I don't know what he was rolling on, but he was on some drug, some juice. He was juiced up, man. And I realized his filmography had a lot to do with me, and I just realized how much the Masons have been watching me. That's why I had to appreciate where I come from. I got to appreciate First Pentecostal Church. I got to appreciate Palm Bay. I got to appreciate Cocoa, Titusville. I'm actually from here. And it doesn't go well with people who ain't from here. They're like, how could he return and just speak such truth and not be subdued It's the mark of the beast system. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Jesus is good. But you guys weren't homeless with me in Seattle, Washington, you know? Y'all didn't lose, you know, wife, children, family, friends, you know? So the freedom of speech is necessary, like Elon says. It's necessary, you know? The men working together like Trump and Elon is necessary. It's absolutely necessary. And it's necessary we name drop the people who are out there, and we also name drop the people who are in the shadows, because it's not fair to the Sutherland family that now everybody knows how deep they were with the Masons and how deep these movies were true, vampires and stuff. It's not fair to them. We got to talk about everybody, you know, not just what happened with Tupac, not just what happened with Triple X Tentacion and the Kendrick Lamar family versus the Graham family. We got to really break down everything and just bring it to the surface. Drop the files of everything. And, you know, if y'all want to politic over who goes first and who gets what, all right, whatever. I'll let you guys decide how you want to roll it out. But just roll this shit out, you know, because the Cat Williams thing is old. The Suge Knight thing is old. All the fake wokeness is old. So now it's just time to just get real with your kills, what Mason Lodge you're from, and what happened. Because I'm asking God to let y'all have the permission to speak on things that y'all were sworn to keep silence. You know, that's why I said we got to move past the Jimmy Carter era. We got to move past the kings that are fallen, and we got to stand with the kings who are here and the kings who are willing to listen to reason. You know, Pharaoh was willing to be reasoned with in Egypt. You don't think Trump and Elon's willing to be reasoned with? Well, you guys are so, you know, you're not giving your free speech. You're not speaking when it's your time to speak the truth. You're kind of flaking. So there's no more flaking no more. That's why I'm not out here flaking my testimony. I'm keeping it real. So survivor's guilt, get over it. You know, it's time to move forward, because I'm really making people feel uncomfortable, because we need everybody in order. We don't need some of us out here outside. We need everybody in their position. You know, we're going through the Great Depression in America. People are depressed. And we even got a full working force. We even got a full, you know, all the angels. We need all of them. We need reinforcements. So it's time to strengthen up. That's why Elon told y'all 48 hours for federal workers to let, what the heck are you doing? Some people are getting away with doing nothing 30 days of the month. And you ain't doing one thing a month? Come on. What are you doing? You're not doing 2 things a month? Not even 3. All right, man. So listen, let's bring some law and order to this world. Survivor's guilt, get over it. Okay, it's time to get over it. Expiration date is now. For anybody with survivor's guilt, get over it. You're here. Let's make it. Let's make moves. Let's go forward. No more bullshit. All right. All right, man. God bless.